Hey folks, how are you? Matt Peralt back with you here in Vegas on playpicks.com. Let's talk about the Orange Bowl, the national championship semifinal, Oklahoma, Alabama. But before we do that, you guys need to go to playpicks.com/bonus. That's playpicks.com/bonus or dkpicks.com. Why? Free money. It's the holidays. Happy holiday. It's pre-New Year's. You're going out on New Year's? Wouldn't it be nice to have a couple of coins in your pocket and maybe you buy a round for everybody? Or you're the big guy at the bar. Go crazy, right? Why not? dkpicks.com or go to our good friends at playpicks.com/bonus. Great sportsbook information for New Jersey, and those no deposit bonuses are phenomenal. Then click subscribe because, well, you want to say thank you. We're giving you free money. So with free money, you click subscribe and you get us to 1,000. We're trying to do it before the end of the year. We're close. So help us out. We're giving you free picks. Matt Brown's killing the NFL. I'm 6-3 in my bowl picks so far. Let's rock, right? We've got other picks coming out here during the bowl season, during the national championship semifinals, NFL playoffs and whatnot. Don't miss a single section of the action. Don't miss a single video that we post when you subscribe to our YouTube channel. But all right, let's talk about what we're doing here. And we're trying to give you guys as much info as possible. So for Alabama and Oklahoma here in the Orange Bowl, number 1 versus number 4, I'm going to give you a bunch of stats. You might already think I know where I'm going. If so, in the comment section, tell me what you're going to pick for this game and why. But if you are going to go with the side or looking for some, maybe, some information that may confirm your thought, this is what we're going to try to do here. We're going to make a case for the total, make a case for which side you want to go ahead and roll with. But let's talk about the weather here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Okay, 8 p.m. Eastern time start in this game at Hard Rock. Weather right now is being projected in the 70s, no wind. But watch the rain. There's rain in the forecast for the day before. It's Miami, though. I mean, these things pop up. Storms pop up. Thunderstorms pop up. Keep track of that. Watch it because it could impact here when it comes to the total and how this game plays. I don't think the rain's coming, but just be wary of where we are here for Miami for the Orange Bowl. All right, Alabama is 12-0 in the regular season, 7-0 at home, 4-0 on the road. They're 2-0 on a neutral field, 8-5 against the spread, but they opened up 10-0 against the spread in the first half until the Citadel covered that line. They've been killing people out of the gate. They start really fast normally here this season. They've just come out and put their foot down and taken care of business in the first half. Last time we saw Alabama, they were winning the SEC championship game against a very tough Georgia team. It has been sort of a foregone conclusion that Bama would be back here in the playoffs after Tua came in to help out Alabama last year in the national championship game and kind of save their bacon, if you will, to win the national championship. So here they are right back where we thought they would be with Tua at the quarterback spot. Oklahoma is their opponent in the semifinal here. They're 12-1 on the season. The only team of the 4 in the playoffs with a loss, 7-0 at home, 4-0 on the road, 1-1 on neutral field, 5-7-1 against the spread this season. And the last time we saw them, they got revenge on Texas in the Big 12 championship game. They lost to them earlier in the year in the Cotton Bowl, and they came back and were able to grab a hold of the victory in Jerry's world in the Big 12 title game. Lots of debate as to how good Oklahoma is and whether or not they should be here with just how bad their defense is. 5-7-1 against the spread, but 11 of the 13 games for Oklahoma this year have gone over the total. The lines start with DraftKings here. Bama -14, -110, +14 for OU. Total 77.5. It's ridiculously high. Money line, Oklahoma +410. Alabama -560. You're going to lay $560 to win 100. FanDuel, not much better. Oklahoma +14. That's -115. Alabama at -14 is -105, 77.5 the total. Money line, Oklahoma +430, and Alabama is a psychotic -590 on the money line for a national semifinal. Oh my. Okay. Injuries. Alabama is closely watching their quarterback, clearly Tua Tagovailoa. High ankle sprain for him. Had a procedure done. They say he's ahead of schedule. They say he's fine. They say he'll be near 100%. Watch it, though, okay? Watch this ankle injury. It changes everything if there's a real problem for Tua with his ankle. 3 players were ruled ineligible by Nick Saban this week for violating team rules, including starting offensive tackle, offensive lineman Deontay Brown. Not a good story there on that guy, but it's Alabama. They got 4 other 5-star kids who will play in that kid's place. Oklahoma also with a big issue. Star wideout Marquise Brown hurt his foot against Texas in the Big 12 title game. Brown caught over 1,300 yards worth of passes and 10 touchdowns this year from Kyler Murray. He might not be 100%. That's not good for the OU offense. Numbers here on offense for both these teams are somewhat psychotic. Alabama, 47.2 points per game, second in the country. 5th in total yards at 524 yards per game, 7.6 yards per play. Second in the country. 5.2 yards per rush. 20th best in the country, 203 yards rushing, but Bama doesn't need to run the ball very much. 11.1 yards per pass play. 11.1 per pass. Second best in the country. Second in the country in third down conversions. And Tua didn't play much in the fourth quarter. So much so, he lost the Heisman because he didn't play much in the fourth quarter and got hurt in the SEC championship game and lost the Heisman to the guy he's going up against. Bama's not going to stop scoring in this game. Sorry. No way. Oklahoma's offense is better than Bama's, amazingly enough. 49.5 points per game. They're number 1. Number 1 in total yards per game. Number 1 with yards per play, 8.6 yards per play. Number 2 in rushing yards per play, 6.7 yards per rush. 11.6 yards per pass play. 11.6. One better than Bama. First in the country. 7th in yards passing per game. Kyler Murray won the Davey O'Brien Award and the Heisman Trophy over Tua. Murray threw for 40 touchdowns and 7 picks and ran for 11 other scores. Murray has thrown for over 4,000 yards this year and run for nearly 900 yards. Unbelievable numbers. Let's talk about these poor defenses having to stop these offenses. Bama's defense, good. 14.7 yards per. It's 4th best. 7th in yards given up per game. 6th in the country in yards per play. 3.2 yards per rush play. That's 9th best. 104 yards per game given up on the ground. 8th best in the country. 5.9 yards per pass play. That's 8th best. 8th in sack percentage. They get after you. Bama's defense is legit. Oklahoma's is not. It's actually kind of a joke. Oklahoma's D, 32.4 points per game. Whew, it's 91st. 5.9 yards per play, 93rd. 102nd in yards given up per game. 4.0 yards per rush is 45th in the country. 8.2 yards given up per pass play. It's 104th in the country. 129 yards passing per game given up. 81st in sack percentage. And one thing to watch is a bunch of defensive backs. They're all questionable and probable for Oklahoma. Their defense stinks, and they got injuries in their backfield that could go against them. If that's the case, my goodness gracious. All right, couple things here. Let's make a case for the over. I just made you a case for the over. Oklahoma's offense is really, really good. Their offense is amazing. Their defense is god-awful. Alabama's offense is really good, and their defense is good as well. But this is Kyler Murray, the guy who can run around and move around, and oh my goodness gracious, look out for Kyler Murray here, okay? That kid can really put up some big numbers. He's going to have to be the star. And if he is, Oklahoma might be right there. They might be right where they need them. So to me, over is easy here. The under, good luck. You want to play the under here? The only way you make a case for the under is if these two teams come out and play kind of like two heavyweights, right? The first quarter is a feeling out process. You know, one score here, one score there. That's how you could see it, right? They don't come out and just start free swinging and crushing each other. But man, this is one of those games where you look at it and you're like, I don't know how either defense really gets too many stops here. This is going to be an absolute track meet. So in terms of picks here, look, I can see Alabama, all right? I'm not going to take Alabama here because I'm not going to bet against Kyler Murray. I think the kid's really special. I think he can really spin it. He can really run. He's unbelievable. And I think him alone causes me not to roll. I think Bama wins this game, okay? I'm not saying it's the 14 points. It's just too many points to lay with a player like that on the other side. If I had to make a pick, I'm taking Alabama. And I think, you know, in terms of a side, which side should you be on? I think Alabama's the right side here. A play I'm going to make, though, is the over. And I think Bama and Tua, they're going to want to send a message. I think Kyler Murray is going to put points up on the board. I think this game could wind up with a total. This feels like Chiefs-Rams to me. We're like, put the total at whatever you want, and these guys are going to get up into the 50s. I mean, who knows? Again, you could say maybe early in this game, these two teams will kind of play slowly, but I just don't see it because Oklahoma's defense is awful. If Bama gets the ball first, they're scoring a touchdown. The question will be how fast? How fast will they score? As long as Tua is playing. So the big caveat is Tua is healthy, Tua is good to go. You start hearing reports that Tua Tagovailoa has a setback, the ankle's not as good as they thought, then hold up. Then it's a whole different story. But that injury is that significant to me because I just don't think that offense looks anywhere near without him. But with him somewhat healthy, like they're saying, Bama's saying he's ahead of schedule, take the over, man. I know it's 77.5, but I'm going to roll with the over. I think points, simply because Oklahoma is going to give up 50. I mean, really, they're going to give up 50. So because they're going to give up 50, how many points does OU score? 30, 35. I mean, Bama's defense is very good, but Kyler Murray is not going to get shut down here. It's the national championship semifinal. So to me, I'm playing the over. If you want to go with the side, take Alabama, but the official play here on Play Picks is the over in the national semifinal for the Orange Bowl. All right, hit subscribe. Tell me what you think of this game. Are you liking the under? You liking Oklahoma? Tell me why. Right? Tell me. I'll answer it. Let's have a conversation about this game. Then go to dkpicks.com and go to playpicks.com/bonus. You get the no deposit bonuses. You get all the great sportsbook information, and you guys can have a phenomenal and happy new year. We will be back with the national championship game. I think it's going to be Alabama-Clemson. Could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see, but that's where I think we're going to see, again, these two powerhouses going up against each other and Dabo Swinney trying to beat his alma mater once again in college football's two dynasty programs going up against each other. I am Matt Peralt here on playpicks.com. Stay with us. Hit subscribe. Stay with us for the NFL playoffs as well. A ton more to come here on playpicks.com.